Time again for another Willie's Ramblings and Pickup video. Well, this past week I was on vacation. Did a little running around at some different game places I like to go shopping at. Hit a couple flea markets. Did some shopping on eBay. Got a few things for my collection. Nothing really spectacular. What else has been happening? Oh! Released a new episode of the Channel F Files, talking about video cart number 15, Memory Match. Also recorded the very last episode of Stalking the Retro with my pal Jeremy. He's going to move on to do another podcast he's starting up called Vetrix Radio. And he's asked me to co-host that one as well. So we'll be talking about the Vetrix game system. Really awesome game system. I remember seeing these back then when I was a kid on the store shelf. I remember seeing them in the catalogs. Drooled over this thing. Never did get one. I didn't get one until about 2000, I want to say 8 or 2009, somewhere in there. I got it with Moonlander, which is a homebrew game. I sold that one for some reason. I don't know why. I picked up another one off my buddy SoCal Mike, and this one looks pretty much brand new. That one I kept. I still have it. Also picked up the Sean Kelly multi-cart, which is an awesome multi-cart for the Vetrix. So I'm all ready to go to play the games and talk about them on the Vetrix Radio podcast. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Let's see what else. Oh, Atlantic Controllers, who makes controller adapters for, like, for example, the Atari 1700, the Seagull 78, things like that. He's making a new adapter that's for the ColecoVision. It'll have a little keypad on the adapter, and you'll be able to plug in a regular ColecoVision controller, a ColecoVision flashback controller, or a Sega Genesis controller into this adapter and have it go to either the original ColecoVision or go into a ColecoVision flashback. So you can use alternate controllers on both of these little systems. That is freaking awesome. I'm looking forward to that coming out. Really looking forward to that. It's going to be totally cool. Let's see, what else? I don't really have anything else to really talk about. Let's go into the game pickups. First thing I picked up, these went for $200 when they originally came out. They've been recently pulled. Not recently, but they've been pulled off shelves. This one I picked up the other day for $25. It's one of those Neo Geo Gold systems. It's okay. $25. It was a definite purchase for $25. The only bad thing about the system is the games are emulated on there, so it's not an actual an actual AES game system core. It's an emulated core, and some of the games suffer from that. You can see some artifacting and things like that. Plus, on that view screen, I used a regular 16:9 screen, and it should be a 4:3. That's what the games were scaled for the home TV. Luckily, there's a button on the little console to switch over to that mode. But one of the reasons why I really wanted one was I was trying to get one of these USB SNK sticks from that system, because I can plug this into my computer and use this on my MAME emulator, which I've already done. Works perfectly fine. So that's pretty cool. The system itself is kind of neat. It looks like an AES. That's a fake cartridge port up there. Got USB ports on the front. Got a little switch here you flip to open it up, and there's the handheld unit inside. Pretty neat. $25. It was a definite pickup, just so I can get a hold of that joystick. I would pay probably more than $40 or so for one of these things. Like I said, Tomo, who put this thing out for SNK, they didn't do a very good job. It's pretty cheaply made, which is unfortunate, because I remember when this was advertised, I was going nuts until I learned more about it. I didn't buy one. I like playing Metal Slug on it because I love Metal Slug, but I wouldn't give a whole lot of money for one of these if you found them out there. Also, this is my eBay pickup. I picked up a Coleco Gemini 2600 clone. Came with a power supply, no controllers. But my buddy Josh, who does the Turtle Flakes podcast, had a couple of controllers in a box just sitting loose. So he's going to send those down to me, so I have a complete Coleco Gemini system for my Coleco collection. already got a couple of Ataris. Didn't need another one, but I just wanted this because it was made by Coleco, to add to my Coleco collection. Next up, this is kind of neat. A little mechanical game. This was made by Coleco, was licensed to Coleco by Tomy. Tomy back in the late 70s made this range of mechanical games called Pocketeers, or Pockets. Different games like baseball, soccer, match-em games. There was an obstacle course one that I really like. Target Fun was another one I really liked. I guess they licensed these out to Milton Bradley and also to Coleco. It's the first one I've ever seen with the Coleco brand on it. Right there. I had the Speedway, the Tomy version, which has like a blue racetrack, a light blue racetrack. This is kind of neat. Basically how this works is you turn this little dial right here and the cars will go around. Whoop, going the other way. There we go. If you turn it the wrong way, it makes popping noises. As you can see, the cars will race around the track as you turn it. So the faster you turn, the faster the cars go. And you notice they pass each other. So not the same car passes the finish line twice in a row. Each car takes a turn passing the finish line. I used to mess with this thing a lot. These little mechanical games are pretty awesome. I like these things. I was trying to find the Dragon Maze one that was Coleco branded. And there was another one that was Coleco branded I'm going to try to find. So I'm going to try to add the Coleco branded miniature pocketful games, mechanical games, to my collection now as well. So that's awesome. This even has the name of the guy who owned it before me. Kevin Selikoff. Alrighty. Next thing. This was sent to me by one of my viewers. I was sent for my Ballyasturcade one of these GameBit multi-carts. Use these dip switches here to select what game you're going to play. Right now it's set to the game Muncher. So you can see I'm playing Muncher back here. The only bad thing about this cartridge is it's a little thick in the middle right here. As a result, it doesn't want to lock down into the Ballyasturcade. You push it in and it should go click and stay down. Instead it goes bloop and it pops up. Bloop, pops up. Bloop, pops up. You got to hold it down with your finger. So the way I'm playing Muncher back here is I'm holding the cartridge down with one thumb, one finger in the Ballyasturcade, and using my other hand to move the joystick around to play the Muncher game. I'm going to write the guy to see about what can be done about that, because it's pretty much worthless if it won't stay locked in to the Astrocade. And I'm not going to do anything to my Astrocade to make this work. Astrocades are few and far between, and with those special chips inside, when that chip dies, forget it. You're not going to get another chip for it to fix it, unless you find another Astrocade that failed for some other reason and you rob the chips out of it. So I'm pretty selective of what I do to my Astrocade. I don't want it to die. But still, this is a neat cartridge. I just wish it would stay locked in. It has 121 games on it. And right here you see the game list here. I'm going to get it out. Here's the game list. It tells you how to flip the switches to play the games. Has all the official release games. Has a lot of homebrews on here, it looks like. And some other classic Ballyastra basic games as well on there. So that's pretty awesome. Next thing I picked up, this was sent to me by my pal Jeremy from over in Korea. He picked this up for me. It's for my Sega Saturn. It's Batsugan. Awesome. Great shoot 'em up game. I love vertical shoot 'em up games. He found this over in the Korean game market, picked it up for me. Of course, being an import game, you gotta use like an action replay cartridge in your Sega Saturn in order to play the import games, which I've got one. So that's pretty awesome. I got this game off of him. Another game I picked up, I've already got this on my Dreamcast. I picked this up for my PS1, is Jedi Power Battles. The only reason why I picked this game up was so I can dump it onto my hacked PSP, so I have a portable Jedi Powers game to play, because I like it on the Dreamcast. Graphics aren't as good as a PS1 as you would expect, but it still plays fairly well. It's an okay game to play. I like this game quite a bit on my Dreamcast. Also, Coleco Master from Collector Vision Games. I asked him about a Lock and Chase cartridge, and he had one. He sent it to me for nothing. I love show donations. It's awesome. This game's out of print. I played this game on the Intellivision. I love it on the Intellivision console. So I want to see what it was like on the ColecoVision because I want to do a comparison video for when I do the arcade game Lock and Chase, which I've already done. And the ColecoVision version's not bad. It's pretty good as well. I still prefer the Intellivision version just a little bit more because the controls are really nice on that game. It's a little hard to control on this one, but it's still a really good game on the ColecoVision. Very happy with it. And then a couple final things here. Ferg from the Toy 600 Game by Game podcast sent me an Intex Defender tabletop. This thing's really cool. It's got your up and down buttons over here. You got reverse to change direction, thrust, fire, the smart bomb. Of course, you got your start button here. And probably the coolest feature on this is this little dial right there. You turn that dial back and forth to adjust the speed of the game. That's pretty awesome. So I'm very happy to get this back in my collection. I had one and I sold it. So I wanted to get another one put back, and this one I'm going to hang on to. And then lastly, I picked up a Tomy Cosmic Combat Space Invaders. I had a buddy that had one of these back when we were kids. We used to play the living daylights out of this thing. It was a really fun game to play. I picked one up a few years ago, and I sent it to him as a Christmas present because he lost his. And I found another one that I wanted to keep for myself because I really enjoyed the game. It's a really good little Space Invaders type game. It's a lot of fun to play. Let's see, what else is there? I think that's all the pickups. Yeah, that's all the pickups. I've talked about everything. So, until next time, keep on gaming.